I had the chance to watch a few movies for Halloween. There were some that I really wanted to see that I hadn't seen yet. One of these was Willy's Wonderland. I don't expect you to know what that movie is. It's actually one of the lower budget ones. I don't know. I was bored one night and I went to a red box and I saw Nick Cage in it and I folded. I folded. But I know people have conflicting feelings about Nick Cage, especially these days. I mean, the guy's just weird. He's a weird guy. But the plot seemed interesting enough. And I actually found out that Nick Cage actually does not say a single word in this movie, even though he's pretty much the main character. No dialogue whatsoever. He does scream, though. That's funny. Anyway, it's actually not a bad movie. It is a lower budget indie type of movie, but it is about one of these like kid arcade places called Willy's Wonderland that is actually haunted, and it's in some kind of backwater town that doesn't have internet, doesn't even have ATMs, it's got nothing. And so Nick Cage's character is driving around in his Camaro, right, just blazing down the road, and he hits some road spikes and ruins his tires, right? And so the guy comes over to pick him up and take him to his car shop. He's like, "Oh man, you guy looks like you ruined all your tires there, man. And maybe I can fix them for you. But we don't take credit cards, we don't take debit cards, and if you don't have the cash, well, guess we can't do business unless there's this old arcade place called Willy's Wonderland, and the owner has people clean it up and help pretty it up because it's closed down and it's not in use. So he basically offers people to clean it up for money. And you already know this is kind of sketchy. And here's the thing. All the teenagers in the town know that this place is haunted. And one girl is being very proactive about it. Doesn't want anybody to get hurt. She's doused the place with gasoline and trying to burn it down. Sweet. But she actually has an adoptive mother who's also the sheriff of this tiny little stupid town, and she stops her before she can burn it down. So Nick Cage, without saying a dang word, takes the job, walks in there. He's got some kind of interesting energy drink or fruity soda that he's drinking. He's got tons of this stuff. It's just how he energizes himself. I kind of want to try it if it was a real thing. But he goes in there and those arcade places that have those animatronic little things that go, "Oh, hello, how are you?" You know what I'm talking about. Those things are just sitting there all dirty and gross, just on the wall. And Nick Cage is walking around, just doing his stuff, cleaning up. And those things blink and they move around a little bit. And so it's just okay, this place is actually haunted. And the movie's about the progression of Nick Cage cleaning this place up and beautifying it, but also the girl who wants to burn the place down because it's haunted and it's evil escapes and tries to do it again. She gets all of her doofus teenage buddies to try and help her, and when they find out that Nick is in there, they do try to get him out before they burn the place down. And then chaos ensues because these animatronics are actually possessed by evil spirits, and they want to murder whoever's inside. And it's actually it turns out to be some kind of pact that the sheriff and all the people of the town made, or at least the adults of the town made, a long time ago. And so it's just it's actually, for how low budget and small of a movie is, it's actually very composed. It's kind of creepy, it's kind of scary still. Nick Cage's character is interesting because he seems to just be totally unfazed by the situation and just committed to doing the job and getting out of there while killing some of these psychotic, demonic, animatronic animals at the same time. And that's where the screaming comes in. But, I actually don't want to give a whole lot away about this movie. I know it's not very well known, but if you're looking for a Halloween movie or just a scary thriller type that is kind of, it's not too deep, it's not too much anything, but it's also not terrible. It's not, you're not going to roll your eyes too much in anything that happens. There's a little bit of humor in it, but it's also kind of creepy. There's enough of a scare element that I think even even, just about anyone can find a little bit of enjoyment as far as horror goes. So, Willy's Wonderland, I liked it. It's actually become one of my, it's probably on one of my preferred Halloween movie lists. I would watch it. It's kind of got a slasher element to it because Nick Cage really does have fight sequences with these demonic animatronic things, and he's bashing them with a mop because he's mopping the bathroom, and one of them sneaks up behind him, and he like breaks its neck, and then there's like black fluid just spewing out of it like it's blood. It's it's actually pretty fantastic. Like, I actually really like this movie. Not expecting that, but Willy's Wonderland, I think it was only made 1 or 2 years ago. It's relatively new. So if you're looking for a horror movie, and you're a fan of Nick Cage, whatever, man, I think this one is one worth looking into, and it's probably not going to cost you very much, because it's lower budget and all that stuff. So, yes, once again, Willy's Wonderland, I liked it. It's a kind of a horror thriller. Yep.